Hi, I'm Hannah Georgas, and you're watching Records of My Life at northerntransmissions.com.
Okay, give us a record from your childhood, one of your fond memory that either a sibling or a parent played for you that you really remember, have fond memories of.
I would say that record is Bad by Michael Jackson. I think that was the first vinyl that came into my household, and I just remember going crazy to that, like just wanting to dance and party with my sisters and jump around. And there's just something about, there's so many songs on that record that I fell in love with and I still listen to now and have been inspired by. And it's just my introduction to pop music that, I don't know, it just really hit me.
Any songs in particular from the album that you...
Liberian Girl. And
Okay.
Smooth Criminal and Bad, and the whole thing was just pretty great. We'd have dance competitions. I grew up, I have 3 sisters, and we'd all be pretty grueling about the dance competitions we'd have and critical on each other, and we'd just dance to that record.
That's awesome. Do you still listen to the record today, or?
Yes, I have it. Like, I took that from my family. It's now at my place, and I still listen to it all the time.
They know that now because this is going to be broadcast across the webs, right? Not the webs,
shit.
the webs.
I don't think anybody in my family has a vinyl player anymore except for me. I'm the only one that has. I have 2. So they can't
cool.
they can't complain or start anything with me.
And what about an album that you learned how to play music from or inspired you to play music?
Yeah. Well, a record that I know every single lyric to and wanted to learn and was super inspired by was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Her voice, her rapping, and everything about her just blew me away. I'd watch her music videos and just be stunned by her because she's just this goddess. And I think that was something that really hit me hard, where it just made me want to be like her or just want to make music and there's just such the one song on that record, it's called X Factor. My sister was listening. She went through a really terrible breakup, and she was listening to that song in her room all day, like on repeat. And I walked in, I just have that memory of her being so heartbroken, and that song was something that she was listening to. And the lyrics in that song are just so painful and beautiful, and I feel that way about the whole record. And I love the flow, the sequence of the record and the interludes, and just found it so genuine and real.
Okay, and here's a fun question. It's like a School of Rock type thing, like, Jack Black's School of Rock. If you were teaching a class music, they don't necessarily have to learn how to play it, but like that would be part of it too. But from an inspirational point of view, like which record would you tell them to listen to?
Well, I immediately thought of my Suzuki records that I had to listen to growing up as a kid. My mom put me into this method of training for piano specifically, and I would listen to the book 1 or whatever book I was learning at the time. I would listen to that book every night before I went to bed, and then we would practice tunes every day from whatever book I was learning. And I used to teach piano, and so I think if I was teaching somebody in class, I would resort to piano and the books that I listened to, like Mozart and Bach and Yeah, that's kind of what when you asked that question, that was the first thing that popped into my head.
So it's a Suzuki method, and they've put like stuff. They put stuff out on CD, like to, and it's called like, and they put out,
Method
like,
one, method two, variations. Yeah.
So which one? Give us one that sticks out the most. Yeah, give us one that would stick out more.
I think it's book 4.
Yes.
It's got all the hits on it. It's got For Elise on it, and this other. There's a lot of sonatas on it that were really beautiful that I learned, and I still practice from that book today, just to kind of keep everything fresh and my brain just. I don't know. I don't want to forget them. So it's all, sure. I still kind of review it when I'm just sitting down on the piano.
Let's do one last one. And this is something, tell us, give us an album that we should be listening to. It doesn't, something you've recently discovered. It doesn't have to be a new artist. It can be an older one or whatever, okay. But that's inspiring you today that you really just discovered and we should be listening to.
Okay. I discovered this band a couple of years ago, and the band's called Wye Oak, and my friend just bought it for me for a birthday present, and it kind of took me a little while to just open it up and give it a chance, but as soon as I did, I couldn't get onto side B because I just was so in love with the first half of the record, and eventually I got there. But that's what happens to me when I discover a song that I love. I just play the shit out of it
on repeat, yeah,
on repeat until I can't listen to it anymore. And that record did that for me. And I was listening to that record a lot while I was making my latest record, and it just inspired me. And that's how I found the fellow that mixed my record. His name's Nicholas Vernhess. I just was, yeah. And I feel like that kind of, I don't know, it means a lot to me that I discovered this randomly, or my friend just happened to buy it for me for my birthday, and then it happened around the time I was making it, and then I reached out to him and he said yes, and so it's a special record for me. It's called Shriek by Wye Oak.
Excellent. I think we've covered the bases. Thank you so much for doing it. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.